Here's a quick question for you. What is the one thing that can ruin a solid workout day faster than sore muscles? Bloating. That heavy, sluggish, I cannot even button my jeans feeling. It does not matter if you hit your macros perfectly or crushed your lift. If your gut feels off, the rest of your day feels off. Now imagine if there were a food that not only helps reduce bloating but also nourishes your body with the kind of vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds that support muscle recovery and fat loss. That food exists. And no, it is not some exotic supplement powder or expensive cleanse kit. It is fennel. Today we are going to dive deep into fennel, where it comes from, why it's been valued for centuries, the real benefits it brings to the fitness table, and even the drawbacks you should keep in mind. And by the end, you will know exactly how to use fennel to support your workouts, your digestion, and your clean eating goals. Fennel has one of those histories that sound almost mystical. It is Mediterranean plant, part of the carrot family, though you would not guess it from looking at its bulb, fronds, and seeds. Ancient Greeks and Romans used fennel not just as food but as medicine. The word marathon, in fact, comes from marathonas, meaning a field of fennel, because the famous battle took place on a plain full of the stuff. For centuries, fennel seeds have been chewed after meals to ease digestion and freshen breath. In India, you will still see fennel seeds served in restaurants as a little digestive chew. And in traditional medicines, fennel was used to help with everything from stomach cramps to improving eyesight. But here's the twist. In modern fitness culture, fennel does not get the spotlight the way broccoli or spinach does. You won't see bodybuilders posting fennel balls on Instagram. Yet, when you really break down its nutritional profile and what it does for digestion and performance, fennel deserves a front row seat on your plate. So, why fennel? Let's start with bloating because we have all been there. You are on a clean diet, you are hitting your protein goals, but suddenly you are puffy, your stomach feels tight, and you are uncomfortable during training. This is often due to digestion struggles, too much fiber too quickly, high sodium intake, or even just eating foods your body struggles to process. Fennel naturally contains compounds like anethol, which relaxes the muscles in your gut and helps gas move along. Think of it like clearing a traffic jam. Instead of everything getting stuck and making you uncomfortable, fennel helps keep things flowing. That is why fennel tea or chewing fennel seeds have been a go-to digestive remedy for so long. Now in the context of fitness, this is game changer because if your digestion is smooth, your nutrient absorption is better. That means the protein from your chicken or tofu, the carbs from your oats, the micronutrients from your greens, they are actually being used efficiently. And that efficiency translates into better muscle recovery, more energy for your workouts, and fewer days wasted feeling sluggish. Let's zoom in on fennel as food. The bulb is crunchy and slightly sweet, kind of like celery with a hint of licorice. It is low in calories but high in fiber, which makes it a smart choice if you are cutting or trying to lean out. You get fullness without the calorie load. Nutrient wise, fennel is loaded with vitamin C, key for immune health and collagen production, which your joints and muscles love. It also provides potassium, important for electrolyte balance and preventing muscle cramps. Then there's folate, which plays a role in red blood cells formation, something that helps keep your endurance strong. On top of that, fennel seeds pack antioxidants that fight inflammation. And if you are ever dragged yourself through a sore recovery day, you know that lowering inflammation is like giving your muscles a head start on healing. Of course, fennel is not perfect. If you are sensitive to high fiber foods and suddenly load up on fennel, you might actually feel more bloated at first. That is not the fennel betraying you, it is your gut bacteria adjusting. The key is to ease onto it. And other thing, fennel has mild phytoestrogen compounds which mimic estrogen in the body. For most people, this is not an issue, but if you are managing a hormone sensitive condition, it is worth checking with professional before making fennel a daily habit. And like any food, fennel can trigger allergies in rare cases, especially if you already react to carrots, celery, or mugwort pollen. So listen to your body. Now let's make this practical. How do you actually use fennel in a fitness lifestyle? Picture this. You are meal prepping for the week. Instead of plain chicken and rice with broccoli, you toast some fennel bulbs alongside your protein. They caramelize beautifully, add a natural sweetness, and give you variety so you are not choking down the same meals on repeat. Or you are finishing a heavy dinner and don't want to feel stuffed before bed. That is where fennel tea or just chewing a teaspoon of fennel seeds comes in clutch. It lightens the digestive load so you wake up ready for your morning training session. Personally, I think of fennel like the foam roller of nutrition. It is not the flashiest tool in your fitness kit, but it keeps everything moving smoothly behind the scenes. You don't realize how much you need it until you try it. This is where fennel fits into bigger philosophy of clean eating. Fitness is not just about calories and macros, it is about creating an internal environment where your body can perform and recover at its best. Fennel does not just reduce bloating, it supports hydration, fights inflammation, and adds those small but mighty micronutrients that complete the puzzle. And in a world where we often overcomplicate nutrition with powders, pills, and fads, fennel is a reminder that sometimes the most effective solutions are the simplest. A humble bulb, a handful of seeds, a soothing tea, and your body feels lighter, more energized, and more prepared to hit your goals. So, the next time you are grocery shopping, don't walk past the pile of green bulbs that look like something from an herb garden. Grab some fennel, play around with it in your meals, and see how it supports your digestion, your recovery, and your progress in the gym. And here's what is coming up next on Burn and Bite. We are going to talk about a food that almost every fitness enthusiast have love-hate relationship with: eggs. Are they the ultimate clean protein, or are we still worried about cholesterol? We are going to break it all down. So make sure you are subscribed, and I will see you in the next episode.